We've got flags and banners, and if you mind your manners, we might even get to standards and what they represent. So just take my voice's hand and we'll both try to understand how this Vexi-Cryptids podcast could be flagged for content. Flagged for content.
What's up, Vex Heads, and welcome to episode 26 of Flagged for Content. It's the only podcast where the host got a CT scan the same day that he had to edit the episode. But don't worry about me, I am just fine. And speaking of fine, this show is brought to you in no small part by the fine folks over at Flags for Good. So go check out Flags for Good. They're at Flags for Good on all the social medias. And you can, of course, just Google Flags for Good and find their website. They've got some sweet new flags up there, too. Just had a couple things I wanted to plug up top here before we get into this one. First off, I had a great time doing a kind of mini lecture, more of a Q&A with the Boston University Flag Club this week. That was on Tuesday, the 28th of March. I had a great time with y'all. I know we had some tech issues, but which unfortunately did not allow me to record it, but they've assured me that I'm invited back. So if I get invited back, I'll try and record that one and release it in some form for y'all. But anyway, thanks, Terriers. That was a lot of fun. Let's see. Second, I souped up and kind of renovated both our Linktree and our Patreon, which is probably where I would have released that and will release a future one. So anyway, if you like the show, maybe you love the show, it is pretty much just me over here. So go check out the Patreon if you want to kind of get something back while helping me out. Our Instagram winner this week, who just hours ago got the fresh flag that I can't even tell you what it was yet that they guessed, because it's probably still up as you're hearing this or watching this. Anyway, that was at Panamaniac 2007, spelled just like it sounds, no spaces, dots, underscores, any of that. And his name is Daniel. He's got a really cool Instagram page. Go check him out. He's always one of the top ones getting the fresh flags. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, our quiz song. You guys know I've been doing a quiz near the end of the episodes. I've got a song for that. It's just a little remake of the theme song of the show, as you can probably tell. And in addition to continually forgetting to cut it down for time, I just am not in love with it. I would love for, I don't know, a listener, viewer, fan of the show, whatever, to become a true friend of the show. I will give you a shout out. I'll do whatever. But yeah, if anybody wants to rewrite a quiz song for us, that would be very, very cool. I think the only thing I had left to say was to just kind of preview y'all on next episode. That'll be in 2 weeks on April 13th. And that is going to be with Christoph Hook, who I name drop a couple times in this episode you're about to listen to. I probably pronounce it like a different way every time, but he's going to help me in a couple weeks. We'll get that pronunciation down. And anyway, yeah, if you couldn't tell from the name, he is from the Czech Vex Society. So be sure to listen to that episode. Anyway, I feel like I could have done something with that. This episode, though, I have got Kevin Hayman back on. You will know him from the very silliest episode early on with Boris Yeltsin in a beaver suit. And yeah, it's just more of the same, y'all. So strap in. We've got a really fun one this time with Kevin. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, you know him from Every When Comics. You know him from hiding outside your house with a weed eater. And you know him as the host of Supernatural Selection. It's Kevin Hayman!
It's me! Hey, everybody.
How's it going, Kevin?
Pretty good. It's good to be back. I missed being on here.
It is good to have you back, man. It's been, I don't remember what number episode it was, like 11 or 12 or something.
Yeah, it was a little while back.
About half of where we're at right now.
Yeah, I felt the need to come back and defend my title as funniest episode.
Absolutely. Yeah. You saw that I was getting some comics on and you were like, well,
Oh,
can't have that.
yeah, yeah. Somebody has to stick it to Dave Ross, man.
Somebody has to.
Somebody. I mean, it may not
Knock
be
that.
me, but somebody.
Right. Knock him down a peg.
Yeah, getting too big for his britches.
Absolutely.
Him and his El Segundo beer.
Oh man, yeah. If I could get a beer sponsorship, it would be both good and bad for me, I think, in
Oh yeah,
both the predictable ways.
yeah. No, absolutely. Drunk podcasting is an experience.
Can be fun, can go completely off the rails. And I,
Oh
I won't say that my episodes have never gone completely off the rails. Speaking
yeah,
of this one may, and honestly, I'm just drinking an energy drink today. So
yeah. No, just caffeine. That's all I got.
mhm. Well,
Mm,
yeah.
this delicious cherry Coke Zero. No sponsorship.
Ooh.
Mm,
You guys aren't sponsored by the Coca-Cola company?
delicious. No, but now you are.
Oh shit. Well, bully for me then. That's
Yeah.
great. That is
No,
great
we're
news.
actually we actually got a sponsor on our show, a web comic. The name is slipping my mind. David recorded the ad for it. Our first
It's a
big
good ad
sponsor.
spot.
Yeah.
The name is slipping my mind, but you know,
Hey, be sure to read that awesome comic we're advertising on my show that I can't remember the name of.
we'll just go listen to your show.
Yeah, listen to my show and you'll find out all about it.
And actually, I was gonna segue into your show anyway. So supernatural selection was the third thing that I mentioned in your kind of up top
Yes.
credits there. So
Aside from
I
most
wanted
awesome
to,
activity.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
your podcast with a couple other dudes who I hope to have you all three on at some point. But
Oh, that'd be great.
um, yeah, so I have kind of promoted the show, and it's been on this little board for the viewers in the background a couple times, I
Thank you
think.
for that. I appreciate it.
And but yeah, so it ties into this episode as far as the flags that we're going to talk about. But so kind of tell us what supernatural selection is and why you are maybe somewhat uniquely qualified to comment on all these weird critters we have on flags today.
Right. Well, supernatural selection is a look at the paranormal through the eyes of several professional amateurs. We've got the true believer in myself. We have the mid ground with David, who wants to believe but kind of doesn't. And then Mike, who doesn't believe in anything, including the existence of anything behind him because he can't see it. And we cover, cryptids, UFOs, magic, conspiracies, all sorts of fun stuff like that. And I have ruined my mind with cryptids and the paranormal. And if there is one thing I am qualified to do, it is to talk about strange animals on flags.
To further ruin your mind, in other
I
words.
will ruin my mind further for a laugh.
Absolutely. Hey, yeah, I can relate to that, and I can relate to the professional amateur bit of that as well.
Yes.
That's kind of the whole shtick over here on Flagged for Content as well.
Yeah, well, I
Um,
mean, if we were professional professionals, we wouldn't be podcasting about it.
it'd be so dry, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
No.
too. Yeah, that and I would be writing papers, dissertations. I'd probably have something to present at NavaCon coming up this year, but
Oh, sure. Yeah, if
I
I were a
don't. I'll just be
professional.
there checking out what everybody else did.
Yeah, and if I were a professional, I'd have a show on InfoWars or something. So I'm
Oh
better
yeah, so
off.
that can actually go one of two distinct directions, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
maybe it's
better off
better we
living
don't
here.
play that out to the end game. Yeah,
Yeah. Now, folks, we got a new show here with a guy named Kevin Hayman, and you're gonna go to YouTube and look up cryptid gay frogs. And no,
so
this
wake up hungover and
So wake up
listen to
hungover.
Supernatural Selection.
And my wife's like, "Please turn it off." And I was like, "Shut up." It's been
I
a
was like, baby, we got to shower together because I'm like straight and stuff. So, you know, I shower with my wife and she doesn't want to listen to podcasts in the shower.
Yeah, so I gave her a stick with a sponge on the end. I told her, because you either reach a crevice back there I can't reach. It's got buildup, and Yeah, there's been a lot of Alex Jones in my week already.
Yeah, too much, too
Yeah.
much. Honestly, my best hope for this bit is that some people don't know what we're talking about. Those are the lucky
Oh,
ones.
oh yeah, no, they're super lucky if they have no idea what we're talking about. You just don't know how good your life is with no Alex Jones in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, before we get into the main part of the show, here's what's on the flagpole today: an overrated flag, an underrated flag, maybe not even in that order. Kevin and I have quite a few beasts on flags to fend off, which we touched on. And
Right.
as usual, we will finish things off with a quiz. But before we get to all that, Kevin, I like to ask my guests, what is your favorite flag?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Canadian flag. Honestly, it's so simple.
Right on.
Uh, like you were talking before the show about your design sensibilities, and it's very similar. It's just two colors. It gets a point across. It makes me want breakfast.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more you need out of a flag, to be honest.
That's true. I can't think of many other flags that make me want breakfast.
Yeah. I feel like the only other one, like a close runner up would be like the old flag of the USSR, but also this is not the time in American history to really go saying, that's my favorite flag, is the commies. This is not a good time for that. So,
Yeah, well, especially in Mississippi, I imagine.
oh, yeah, no, ooh, boy, we get some stuff in the store, I tell you.
I mean, you guys took till 2020, 21 to get a new flag that didn't have the,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
one on it.
Yeah, that one flag that no
That
one
one,
wants to
the
talk about.
Confederate flag. Yeah.
Yeah. I still like my version better with the biscuit and the Caro syrup in a hand pointing to poke a finger into the biscuit to pour the syrup in.
Yes,
That is
absolutely. There needs to be a flag of the non-hateful, the open version of the South.
right.
That's
The
welcoming.
Southern hospitality version of the flag.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be funny too if like so that's on the front, but then the backside is just like somebody whispering to somebody else because that is Southern hospitality. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
super nice to your face, but then behind your back is like, "Did you hear about the Millers?"
If if
It
there
just
was
flies to the other side, and you're like, "Oh,
oh yeah, if there was a Southern coat of arms, it would be divided in four. There would be a biscuit, some gravy, a cotton ball, and the words "Bless his heart,"
absolutely,
which is
absolutely."
always followed by the worst thing you've ever heard about a human being.
Yeah.
Bless his heart, he's as dumb as a sack of hammers. That's how it always is.
Yep, yep.
So,
I like to think it would be on the reverse too because it's
yeah.
literally talking behind your back.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah. I kinda feel like I need to make that now.
right. So anyway, so the Canadian flag is what we were talking about, I think.
Right, yes.
Yeah, Mike Carosa was on a couple episodes ago and talked a lot about the Canadian flag.
Okay.
Um, it's he described it, I think, as like a little bit like visually striking, I guess, or shock. I don't think he said shocking, but like the stark contrast of like the red on the white, I guess.
Mhm.
He said like when he was growing up, he always thought like it was like coming at you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely got I mean, it's bold, it stands out, it says, "Look at me."
it is. I like the one central symbol that's
Yes.
unmistakable.
And it's a simple symbol too. It's not like, say a beaver holding a tree across a river of piss.
Right, that one is not. Although
No.
that does remind me of a flag from my past. I can't quite put my finger on, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Mm,
Yeah, so so that's your favorite. You also came to the table, and I haven't heard these yet, with an
mhm.
over and an underrated, so you can
Right.
start with whichever you prefer.
Well, excuse me, underrated flag, I really just wanna say the UK flag.
Okay, underrated.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are like, "I just look at it," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it's like all the flags of all the countries put together." I didn't even know that until a few years ago. So,
Oh, how it's like England, Scotland, Northern Ireland.
yeah.
Not
And I was
whales.
like, "Yeah, not whales, no dragon."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Man, that's awesome. That's, like, way more than I thought it was." I thought it was just, Here's our idea." No, it is the flag of the United Kingdom, and that is, like, really something to stop and look at when you think about it. And I was like, "That's people don't talk about that enough."
Yeah, right on. That one does elicit strong feelings from folks, like,
Oh, yeah.
both positive and negative. So you're calling it
Indeed.
underrated. I've heard it called overrated.
I'm saying
Like,
underrated because a lot of people hate it so much. I'm like, "Yeah, but from a design standpoint, step back and look at it."
I was gonna see, I can almost see it like if you think of it like a band that like gets really big or something, and then the fans from back in the day fall off and they're like, ah, they sold out, they got really big kind of thing. The
Yeah,
fact that lots of people like it means like the hardcore ones are always like, no, like crossing
yeah,
their arms and like, no. I could see
yeah,
it being underrated from that
yeah.
standpoint for sure.
Ever since Elizabeth went electric, just nobody wants to deal with it anymore.
Yeah. No, it is definitely an interesting design when you
Yeah,
when you think about building it like piece by piece by piece. Yeah,
mhm,
for
and
sure.
I was just fascinated by that fact, and like you said, no whales. I don't really, it's a little bit of a middle finger to whales, but
A little bit, yeah. There are
yeah,
Welsh that, want that on there. There are Welsh that want to be completely independent and say, "Fuck it, we don't want that on there."
yeah, totally understand
You
either
know?
way. So
Yeah, takes all kinds, I guess, kind of thing.
yeah, I'm friends with a few people of Welsh descent, and they're like, "Yeah, no, we're good."
Right, right.
Yeah.
All right. And so that was your underrated. What is your
Yes.
overrated flag?
The flag of the United States of America.
Okay. I'm
It is
surprised it took us that long to get to that one, honestly.
I'm a little shocked too. It's just so jingoistic and merchandised, and also the fact that I people come in the store wearing shirts of the American flag made of like a field of 50 bullets, white bullets in a blue field, and then the white and red stripes are AR-15s 69ing, and I'm just like, "This
Yeah.
is wrong."
I've seen that on a bumper sticker too, yeah.
Yeah, and it bugs the hell out of me, and I don't know, that bugs me, and it's like, everybody, "Respect the flag, motherfucker, I will wipe my butt with this flag if I don't have anything else." I'm just saying that it's overrated, it's a flag, alright?
Fair enough.
I will use it as a blanket if I have to, I don't care.
Oh,
So,
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
no offense.
Right, right.
Please don't
Yeah.
kill me,
No, I don't think, I mean, I am gonna put your address in the show notes, but
oh, great. Okay. Well, if you enjoy this episode, my name's Kevin Hayman. If you're mad at me, my name is Caleb Sinan.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there.
Spelled however you want.
Yeah,
Um, no, okay, so yeah, the American flag, like, yeah, I am surprised it took us that long, like in the span of the show. I mean, I've only been
right.
doing over underrated for I think like 5 episodes now, but I kept expecting it to come up, and
Yeah,
it's kind of on the reasons that you said,
and it's
and
also so busy.
it is fairly busy for a flag, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it almost like it seems like more often than not, the gripe is like with the less with the design itself, although that is a good point, it being very busy, and more
Mhm.
with like the marketing and the ubiquity of it, and
Mhm.
like you said, like with the bullets and the guns and like the
Yeah.
thin blue line, the
Mhm.
like you name it, different versions.
Yeah, and if you wanna get technical, everything they're doing with the flag, the changing of the colors, turning them into pants, all that stuff, that's technically against the law, so, you're not supposed to wear the flag.
The old flag code.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you're not supposed to do, most of which is being done and worn into my store, so
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially like, so I'm in Tennessee, which the listeners know, I assume by now, unless it's your first episode, in which case,
yeah.
welcome. And you're in Mississippi, as we said, and so
Yeah.
culturally, fairly similar. I mean,
Yeah,
like, yeah. If
it
there's
would
one flag that I see
yeah.
less than the American flag, it's the Confederate flag, the battle
Mhm.
flag version.
Right. Yeah,
And
no, we get a lot of that at the store as well,
half
so
the time you'll see a half and half one of those, which is just so
oh, boy.
fascinating. But
Yeah, I know. I did see a great thing about the actual official Confederate flag, which was a white dish towel that, Robert E. Lee used to surrender with.
yeah,
It's like, yeah,
yeah,
no, that's the Confederate flag.
right. Yeah,
It's a pair of
yeah,
panties tied to a stick. Please help us. Yeah.
exactly. I like your idea better for like a a biscuit one, the new.
Yeah. Yeah, I stole
Uh,
that from Dave, and that's fine, and he seemed to really like the flag I made, so that's
yes, yeah. I mean, yeah. Listeners, join the Discord. Send me some wild flag designs. That is what we
yes.
do in there. So, all right. So let's go ahead and move on to the main segment of the show. Like I said, we've got quite a few beasts to fend off on this one. I am going to see. I'm going to drop them into the Discord
Sure.
and a DM for you here. This is the first one we're going to talk about.
Oh, dear.
And as is tradition, if you could describe to the listener what is going on with this flag.
Alright, so what we've got here is just a vast field of, what I'm gonna call violent red, and in the center is a yellow grizzly surrounded by the orbits of electrons in an atom, and it is literally splitting an atom with its bare paws.
Pun intended.
Yes.
Good.
It is just savagely ripping an atom apart. Which
Oh, sorry. We have a live audience here, but they always laugh like 3 seconds too late.
you got a lot of room under that table, my friend. I don't wanna know what they're doing down there, but you got a lot
Oh,
of
the
room under that
implication.
table.
No.
So, this has got to be the flag of Chernobyl?
Okay, that's a really good guess. And you're close, culturally close. It's in Russia. It's not in Ukraine.
Okay.
This is the flag. They're going to be. Oh man, I should probably not even say culturally close there. That's probably
Yeah,
fraught right
that's
now.
right now,
If you
probably.
guys want, go back and listen to the episodes I did of my other show, In Chaos We Trust, and you will know that I do know what I'm talking about, and I didn't mean that. Anyway, doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Um, a neighboring country. It is in Russia.
uh-huh.
This is Zheleznogorsk, as you probably already knew, in the Krasnoyarsk Krai.
Okay.
Um, a little bit of history about Zheleznogorsk. You can
Uh-huh.
probably guess some of it just from the flag here, but
It's got something to do with nuclear materials.
it absolutely does. It was established in 50, which would have been, yeah, Stalin was still around, for the production of weapons grade plutonium. And at the time, the town was just called Krasnoyarsk 26.
Wow. That is awesome. Here's the thing, there's another interpretation now that I'm looking at it closely.
Hmm.
It looks like Pikachu's getting really pissed off and is liberating another Pokemon out of a Pokeball.
What's this? Pikachu is fucking rampaging.
Pika! It just really, oh my god, it is just savagely violent toward this atom.
It is like I love the intensity with which it's ripping it asunder.
Yeah, which that says weapons grade right there.
Yes.
Quite frankly, I think they should just quit with the atomic power and just use bears.
Honestly, I
This
mean,
bear in particular.
it's more terrifying.
Yeah,
No, no, cut
electro
that.
bear.
Hey, cut that. All right. Yeah, it's weird, like looking at it closer too, as I did a lot today in preparation for this.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is that it's also like it's not really clear where the ground is because both of the bear's paws are like It's resting on the rings of the atomic like structure, the rings
Yeah.
that go around it.
Yeah, it's
Like
on
one,
the electron orbits.
yeah, thank you. Yes. It's got its claws wrapped around one, and it's like kind of resting the heel of its foot on the other. So this could
Right.
be way up in the air. This could be
I
a
think this is in the quantum realm.
it
It's
could
just
be so
floating in the
okay.
ethereal soup.
Right. Okay. No, that does make sense. My one question was going to be, given that this bear is ripping apart an atom, does it imply that the bear is tiny or the atom is huge? And if so, is it a water bear?
This is a tardigrade, my friend. This is a water bear for sure. This is the
And
most
it's
violent water bear.
right. Okay. See, that makes sense.
I
Bears
kind
and
of want to
atoms size wise.
I kind of want to redraw this with the extra legs that a tardigrade has now. Just a
Good
tardigrade
luck.
ripping an atom apart.
Actually, you are an artist. You could potentially do it. Yeah, good luck. I do want to
Thanks.
see that. Again, join the Discord, y'all. Kevin may be
Yeah,
doing that.
if someone is less lazy than me, feel free to
Yeah.
draw Atom Smasher the tardigrade.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say last time we named all these, is this
Yeah,
one Atom
his name is
Smasher, the tardigrade?
Atom Smasher, as in
Is it
ADAM.
ADA? Okay, that's what I thought and
Atom
hoped.
Smasher the tardigrade.
You know what? I'm actually gonna type that in so I don't forget it.
Okay.
I don't need to do that. I'll listen back to it. But anyway.
Okay.
Also, you know what's as a brief aside, the funniest thing about this podcast, because it's obviously not me, is that right before I started a podcast, I decided to get the loudest keyboard in the world.
Oh yeah, no, I got a mechanical keyboard known
Yeah.
for being the loudest thing on earth.
Yeah,
So I think that is a thing podcasters do.
I
So,
guess. It's great for gaming. It is like
oh
I've
yeah,
had to mute the sound before.
yeah, no, I'll sit there typing and I'm like, yes, I feel like I'm working, and I do it on the podcast. I'm like, now everyone knows what I'm doing, which is not paying attention to David. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
which I feel bad about that.
Eh,
I like this flag though. Like
you'll get over
I
it.
would definitely. It's also like the colors. It's very Soviet.
Yes.
It's I don't know. It definitely gets its point across. Uh 5 out of 5 stars would fly again.
Honestly, I would own that. I have looked for this flag online, and obviously
Okay.
there are places you can submit your designs and they'll make a custom one for you, which I
Yeah,
may do because it is that cool, I think.
it
It
is. I literally, as silly as some of the others have been, this is badass.
yeah. It it's like Indiana Jones paraphrasing. It belongs in my collection.
Yes. It also looks like it should be hanging behind GWAR or something.
Oh dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Can see that.
Hey, the world maggot. Yeah, and just the bear ripping an atom apart.
Yep.
I really love this flag. Not
Yeah,
quite as
it's
much as the laser kiwi you sent me, by the way. Thank you for that.
oh, you're welcome.
Yes,
I hope you enjoy.
I do. I just have to find a good amount of wall space to actually hang it up.
Yeah. Well, maybe after this one I'll send you a flagpole or something.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Put
Who
it on
knows?
the front porch. Mailman comes by. What the fuck is this? What the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be pretty my fiance knows anytime I get mail, it's flag related at this point.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a flag, it's flag related. Like
Yes.
we're gonna hit our 1 year anniversary in early May, and I have the most ridiculous shirt in the world I'm gonna wear for that one. So
Oh, that's awesome. I
can't
can't
wait.
wait to see that.
Anyway, so yeah, that's Zheleznogorsk. Um,
My
pretty much
hat's
it.
off to you for that flag, boys.
Yeah,
That is amazing.
right, right. Yeah, not many other notes other than it was a closed city until '92 when Boris Yeltsin, in his beaver suit,
Yes.
decided decreed that it could use its historical name and opened it up. You know, you can go there now if you really want to.
Right. Yeah,
It's
that's
just
like
north
all
of
the
Mongolia,
places.
so it's kind of
Ooh.
further east in Russia,
Okay.
but
That's kind
Um,
of like all those other cities that had names like Stalingrad and Leningrad, and they went back to their old names after the fall of the Iron Curtain.
yeah, yeah, similar anyway. All
Yeah.
right, I've got another one here for you that's
Okay, go
that I think you're gonna like. I'm gonna drop this into Discord now,
ahead. Oh my God.
and before you completely lose your mind, try and get out some words to describe it.
Okay, so it's the lower, say, third is blue, the top 2/3 are white with a green dome sort of centered, but off to the left. And there appears to be some form of black demonic mongoose standing on this hill with what appears to be a dead Firefox logo in its mouth. So I can only assume this is a flag of Microsoft Edge.
You know, you're not
I'm
far off.
I'm stunned because the crazed look in this thing's eye.
Yes. Okay. That's the best part to me too. I'm glad we yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely it's got the it's crazed.
It's
It
got
is definitely crazed.
like cryptid eyes, like something you can see
It
looking
does.
at you from the forest that you can
Oh,
just see the eyes.
yeah, no, there I can hear someone from West Virginia. It was standing there in the woods for a minute. I thought it was a mongoose, and it stared at me with its red demon eyes.
Okay. You're not okay, wait, no, what is it supposed to be? Okay, so first off, anyway,
Okay.
do you want to guess where this one's from?
Oh my god.
Country, part of the world, you know, be as broad
South
or specific as
America?
you want.
Because it's got a weird shape. I'm just gonna throw somewhere in South America?
Where'd you say?
South America?
This is from Russia.
Of course. Okay, everything's gonna be from Eastern Bloc countries. Gotcha.
uh,
I
maybe.
okay. This is what is it?
So,
This
all right,
jet
so it is
black monstrosity.
it's the flag if you've ever played Risk, the board game, you've heard of this place. This is the flag
Okay.
of Irkutsk. Not the region, but
Okay.
there is a region, but this is the flag of the city of Irkutsk.
Okay.
I
All
think the
right.
regional one's similar, but yeah, it's supposed to be a beaver, which I do not buy, with the
Mm-mm.
legs of a platypus holding a
Uh,
fox in its mouth.
yes.
But it definitely looks more like feline, I guess, or
Yeah, it definitely it kind of looks like if Ricky Tikki Tavi joined the dark side.
joined what?
The dark side.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
Like it gave into the hate.
Yeah, right.
And now it is Darth Ricky.
It does look a lot like that. I can't tell if it how evil it looks or if it just looks caught in the act almost.
It does kind of look like it just got caught stealing a fox out of the cookie jar somehow.
Yeah, right. It's even got like its front paws up and like
Uh-huh.
facing the fly side like
It
it was literally in the act of doing something. It was
it's
like, "Oh,
sneaking.
you're here. This was always a pelt. This is just a
Yeah,
pelt?"
no, I didn't do this. What are you talking about? I didn't do this. It's definitely got that cartoon sneak vibe.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
Like
get from the eyes.
yeah. And honestly, the fox being solid red, and this is gonna show my age, it looks like the old Fox Photo logo.
I don't think I know that one.
It when back in the olden days, before there was digital photography, we had film and cameras, and what we
I
would do is we would
heard of
take that
that.
film and take it to, like, a little kiosk outside of the mall and get our film developed, and the biggest one was Fox Photo, and they had this red fox in their logo. And this is before Walmart, to give you some idea. So
Yeah.
Or you would even take your film to Walmart or the drugstore to get it developed.
Right, right.
You would get it developed at these photo booths.
And Robin
And
Williams always worked there.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay, no, I do
serial
remember that.
killers had jobs working in these things.
Right, right, right.
It
Okay, no.
fueled the American killer industry. So, that it looks like this could be representing the rise of digital photography.
Okay. I like it. And it does almost look, I mean, the sun isn't normally portrayed green, but it is on a
No.
rising disc, you know?
I'm guessing that's a hill
Maybe maybe it could be a hill.
or
It
an
could be a
island.
rising green sun to represent how like digital photography is more green because it wastes less. You know,
Oh,
you don't have to
right,
like
yeah.
uh these are just thoughts. I don't know.
No, no, I totally get that, but that if that's a beaver, then my grandmother is a wagon, all right?
Agreed on that. Your
'Cause that
grandmother is definitely a oh, yeah, yeah. But also if that yeah.
excuse
It
me,
could
y'all.
also be, now that I'm looking at it, and since you said hill, it could be the hill that this thing is willing to die on.
I think you're right. Or it could
Like
be the hill the fox was willing to die on, and you know what? It did. It sure as hell did.
this whole flag is an allegory for the like photography development industry. Like
Yeah, yeah, and this is, God, I don't even know who makes digital cameras anymore because 'cause they're all on phones. I guess
right.
this is,
Canon.
Apple. This is Apple with Canon in its mouth.
Right.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah.
that's
It
dark.
did die on that hill.
It died.
And it looks like it's sinking too, so
Yeah,
good luck.
yeah. No, I like the flag, but it's definitely a,
It's an interesting design with that blue stripe going, like, protruding out a little bit at an
Mhm.
angle at the bottom.
Yes, I didn't really know how to explain that.
Oh, trust I
Um,
don't either.
it looks like a cutting error, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah. It absolutely
It
does, or like,
it's
vector
it's def
graphic error.
it's definitely a I just got off the train, this flag is flying at the station, and I'm going to grab someone and go, "Alright, you need to explain this to me."
Right. Or I'm getting back on the train.
Yeah, I'm getting back on the train, and I'm gonna go to where the bear is splitting an atom instead.
Right, it's probably actually yeah, depending on which way you're going, I think these are near each other in Russia.
Oh, great, okay, well, I'm
Irkutsk
just
is
gonna keep
definitely out.
going.
Yeah, if you remember from Risk, it's like above, China and Mongolia as well.
You know, I don't know about you, but when, I played Risk with my friend Paul, we would always just fight over Madagascar because we knew nobody was gonna win the actual game, so it's like, we're just fighting for Madagascar, the end.
That's not what I did. I would always try and make my stronghold in or take Ukraine, which
That's
I can't think of
okay.
any real world. I don't know
No,
why.
I don't know. I can't think of any logical reason someone would do that or that is doing that
All
currently.
right, let's move to the next one because I kind of
Yes.
can't wait.
Oh boy.
So the eyes on that last one were pretty crazy. Check check out this one. Just take a
Okay.
look here. Let the listeners know in
Okay.
10 words or less what. No, I'm just kidding. That's impossible.
Yeah, that is completely impossible with this one. So we've got a flag that is divided from top right to bottom left. The upper left portion is green, the bottom right portion is white, and the green section is what I'm just going to say is a doofy ass horse head with reins. And in the bottom section is a developmentally stunted scorpion.
Sure is, Kevin.
Mhm. I mean, like the horse looks like he's saying, hey, I'm a horse. Hey, man. Hey, hey, I'm a horse. What are you doing to me? I've designed a horse very similar to this before for a comic. So I like the horse. Like, I really like the horse.
Yeah.
Um, and it dawned on me we didn't name the thing in the last flag, which is fine because it doesn't deserve a name.
Oh, we didn't.
Nah, you know what? We're gonna name him Jeff.
Okay.
The mongoose's name is Jeff,
Is
and
that
that's a deep cut
is that
for
GE?
fans of my show. That is GEF.
GEF. Okay.
GEF, Jeff the Mongoose, and that's a
Okay.
deep cut for fans of my show. So if you know me, you know what I'm talking about.
All right. Right on.
This is Hortense the horse. Which it's a white horse head with, and the reins are red with the metal bits being like yellow, which I guess means gold. But I just love the horse's buck teeth.
Yeah.
And the scorpion, the black scorpion. I'm trying to think of how to describe this. I'm gonna go like 1960s era Russian cartoon. Like, you remember those weird Tom and Jerry cartoons by the German animator that didn't make any sense?
Ooh, I don't know.
Okay, they were really abstract and bizarre, and the sound effects were all like very, I don't know that this was made in West Germany kind of thing.
Okay.
And that's kind of the feel I'm getting. Like, I just picture this thing moving and then like coming out of it. And then like it just spins and then, copyright information. Whatever it was saying was definitely aimed at children and telling them that the free market sucks.
I can I can see that. I can definitely see him spinning as well.
Yeah.
Just the way the tail is, for one thing.
Yeah,
I
like it
love that
says something very important and then goes, "Blit!" and then just disappears.
the like the front claws of the scorpion. I guess like what when you think of a scorpion, like the main big claws,
Yes.
they
It
almost look like a mustache, like a goofy
it
lopsided mustache.
it does. It looks like a French mustache, and it also seems
Yes.
to have fiddler crab syndrome, for lack of a better term, because 'cause it's got, like, one tiny claw and then, like, this one big one.
Right, right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like, if Nemo from Finding Nemo was a scorpion. I have my special claw.
But
And it's also got just these goofy ass eyes on
I
it.
was gonna
Like,
say, to me, it's the eyes that they are
it's
literally they're googly eyes.
I was just about to say, it looks like they bought the eyes at, Michael's
Yeah. Yeah.
and stuck them on there.
That honestly could be true because I have like next to no information about this flag,
Okay.
or this place. Do you want to give a guess on the place?
Oh my god.
Not
I'm
much to
gonna
go
guess
on.
somewhere in Russia.
This is I moved off of Russia. This is
Oh,
actually in
man.
Czechia. This
Okay, so this
is
is a
or
Czech flag.
yeah, this is
Okay.
Nehodiv. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's Nehodiv. Nehodiv, something like that.
Nekhodiv, maybe? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how Czech does the H. I know how like Croatia does
Uh,
it, but
yeah, I don't know. I love the horse, though.
yeah, the horse has got attitude. I mean, they both have attitude, just like opposite kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the horse has attitude, and the
In like the
scorpion has, like,
90s sense.
attitude.
Yeah.
It's
The
I
horse is
this
rad.
yeah, in a dumb way. This is definitely a failed, oh, yeah, cartoon, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
one that maybe they didn't pick up because right afterwards Powerpuff Girls came on,
Yep. I could see
you
it.
know? Like Hortense and Snippy just did not, grab the kids' attention.
Hortense and Snippy. Yeah, it
So,
was it was like 40 years too late.
yeah, no, it's definitely way,
Oh my.
way past its time.
Yeah. But yeah, Nehodiv has 70 inhabitants. Which is wild too when you think about like a place with 70 inhabitants even having a flag.
I think that's great.
I think it's great too, obviously.
I just hope they didn't get the best artist.
I mean, so a lot of these from talking. So the person who submitted this in the Discord
Hmm.
is Soaring Avon, whose name is Krzysztof Hook. He's Czech.
That's
They're Czech,
badass.
and yeah. So like they were saying, like a ton of these Czech flags basically are just like come from the coat of arms. So the coat of arms for this one,
Okay.
you can imagine it's exactly the same thing except like it's shaped like a
Uh,
shield.
yes.
Other than that, it looks the same. But yeah,
I
so
I like it though. I mean, like
70 and a
it's
half.
it's not without its charms.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, a
I
lot of
I
these are
give it
very
a
charming.
3 out of 5.
It's like a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready? And now for something completely different.
Yeah, I just really wanna let everybody know how much I actually do like the idea of Hortense and Snippy being a cartoon from the '90s.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I could see it. Snippy
yeah.
has a French accent in my head, even though it's on a Czech flag. I think
"Oui,
it's the
oui, what are you
mustache.
talking about, you silly horse? We are going to go steal picnic baskets."
Yes.
"Alright, picnic baskets." Yeah, that's the show right there.
It's a killer dynamic.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll talk afterwards because we're going
yeah.
to make this happen.
I think we got marketable stuff here.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Sending you the next one now.
Whoa.
Go ahead and, in as tasteful of terms as you can, Kevin.
You're making it difficult for me.
I'm sorry to make you blush or sweat or anything else, but
I'm not sweating or blushing 'cause it's just gonna be awkward. Um, so it's a mostly white flag with a strip of blue at the bottom with several, what is that, 6 pointed stars, and, what appears to be a black harpy, like most of this harpy is black facing you with its wings spread and its claws spread and its tail spread. 2 6-pointed stars, one on each wing. The female top part uh, has a yellow crown and like a yellow waist thing, and massive chesticles.
yes, that's the. Thank you for putting it so delicately.
Yeah, bare chesticles.
Yes, that is
Um,
really. I mean, I'm not going to say that's the only way to put it, but that is.
yeah. Well, the other thing I find interesting is that if you take those two and the neck and the head, it's a phallus. The lady parts
Yeah.
make a phallus.
So maybe it's a commentary on. Insert your commentary here.
I I feel like this is it's kind of like Baphomet in that it's like showing the duality of man, as a species. Like it's got the female and the male, and then it's also like the human and the animal.
Yeah,
So
there's
it's very Church of Satan in a good way. In a good way. In
fair.
the ancient Baphomet symbol.
Yeah,
Uh
I could see that.
but it is definitely gonna stand out at the UN.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
well, there's the flag of the United States, the flag of Japan. There's a look at the things on that one. Um,
Right.
man, that is whew.
Yeah, if you thought Virginia, the state of Virginia was bad for having like sort of one bare breast, no.
Yeah,
Check this
no,
bad boy
no. You think Virginia's for lovers? Take a look at this.
out. Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
mean, it would it be in poor taste to say that it's a spread eagle?
not at all. Not at all. It absolutely is. I
So I cannot wait to find out who had the cojones to do this as a flag.
so yeah,
This
go
is
ahead.
is this
You got any
another Czech?
guesses?
Is this another Czech flag?
It is.
Okay.
This is the flag of, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right either, but Cheyov. See with a little V over it.
Uh-huh.
EJOV. Cheyov.
Cheov, good enough
Yeah.
for now. We apologize to listeners from there. You've got a badass flag though. Like
All
here's the thing.
600 of you.
There's only 600 people in the country?
All 600 people in Cheyov.
Wow.
The
Okay.
town.
The
Well,
town. The
the
town.
municipality and village.
I'm going to say two things about this. Number one, it screams Warhammer 40,000 to me.
I have not played that.
Okay. But they've got this double eagle flag with similar wings. And I'm like, man, that is a Space Marine flag. Secondly, I would proudly fly this going into battle.
Oh, absolutely. If I saw this coming at me, I would probably turn and run.
Oh, yeah,
Or
no.
just fall to the ground and weep.
Yeah. No, once you're faced with bare-breasted bird Betsy
And her throwing stars.
and she has ninja throwing stars. That's a very good point. She has shuriken. And man, you're fucked.
Wait, I might have just glossed over it, but so the name of this one is Bare-Breasted Bird Betsy?
Yes.
The old Quad B?
Yeah. Quad B, baby. I
Quad B
like
is
it.
probably also her no, never mind.
No,
It's
we're
not
not gonna do
anything.
that.
That's
No,
not
it's
anything.
nothing.
Cut that
Nothing.
too.
Yep. But 90% of this episode's gonna be cut. No. This I would be proud to have this flag as my nation's flag. This is
Okay.
a banner you could get behind
Yeah,
in a fight.
absolutely. I thought you were angling for me to send you, instead of a flagpole, send you this one. So I would be proud to have this, I don't know, like on my wall or something,
Yeah,
above
I'm
my
not saying.
bed or
Yeah, end my relationship early. Why not? Let's do that. Yeah, have my girlfriend move out and my roommates look at me askance. That's a great idea.
You
But
guys don't
no,
understand. It's Chayov.
you don't understand, man. This is pride. This is pride. I mean, like seriously though, it is a badass flag for war.
It is. I doubt Chayov has ever gone to war. I mean, I'm sure they've sent people,
I'm sure there have
residents
been
or
Mayday
inhabitants,
competitions.
that they what?
There have been Mayday competitions,
Oh, probably.
and they have flown this proudly during like the caber toss or something.
It does seem like the kind of village that has like a rival village that's
Oh,
like, if you're
right.
not from there, they seem like they're the same village and you don't know when you've crossed into the other one, kind of thing.
Yeah, except that they give you the finger because you accidentally called them Kaov.
Yeah.
And but yeah, like I'm sure their flag is like a bird's top half and a woman's bottom half.
Oh God. Oh no.
And like 5-pointed stars upside down like a pentagram.
Oh well. Okay.
Viach is the name of that village.
I'm gonna make that one happen too.
Yeah. God, I don't really want to see that one.
Okay, so yeah, I do and I don't. Mixed bag on that.
Yeah.
Since you said, I think I'm gonna go with this one next. Since you said the bird top half, woman's bottom half.
Okay.
This one is
This is
not that, but it does
oh,
have a
thank God.
very it's not that. It does have a very interesting bottom half.
It certainly does. All right, so it's a flag and it's bisected in the middle. The top half is white, the bottom half is green. There's a green coat of arms on it with a creature that I'm going to assume is a dragon with a golden crown with green gems in it. And it is breathing fire. It has a lion's tail and some nice yellow claws, like "Rawr." And it appears to be pissing and shitting fire,
It sure does.
doesn't it?
And it's not just that it appears to be. I'm pretty sure it is.
Because that is the same stuff coming out of its mouth.
This is, yeah, exactly. This is another one that Christoph sent me.
Mhm.
That last one was too, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to remember what his note was with that one. I don't remember exactly. But other than that, oh yeah, shows a heraldic panther incensed.
Uh,
Incensed. They are traditionally shown with
insist-
flames coming out of all of their orifices, is the way he put it.
ah,
So yeah, I'm pretty sure
okay.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Panther.
What is any of us supposed to be?
Yeah. What are anything.
But
What
yeah,
are anything?
but yeah,
Like, what are the things coming off the tail?
I don't know. Those are really interesting too.
It appears to have vegetable growth coming out of the tail,
It really does. Those look like leaves.
and that is, again, this is one of those, we say it's this animal, just accept it.
Yeah, panther. Really?
Dragon for sure. Panther, not so much.
I mean, yeah, it looks like a furry dragon.
It does.
And it's got like a mane, like not it's
If it had wings, it'd be a griffin.
yeah, I think that's a good way to put it for like listeners who are trying to
Yeah.
visualize it. Not that there is any way to visualize this one accurately, but
Hmm.
as long as you get the main gist of it's got fire coming out of really
Everywhere.
everywhere. I
I
think
mean, like,
even that back one looks like maybe it's coming out of the ear or something.
yeah, I was just about to say it's shooting flame out of the ear.
So
Didn't this happen in Indiana Jones to
I was
Nazis?
I was just gonna say, like, I feel like it's like a video game bad guy, like a boss that you have to like throw a bomb in its mouth. Something
Oh,
from like
right.
Zelda, and it just fire comes out of every you
Yeah,
know.
or something you have to shoot it in the mouth in Contra, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely got that 80s video game kinda throw a bomb at it feel.
Yeah. In video games,
Um,
they don't usually show the flames coming out of all the orifices, but
yeah,
I I like what they've done here.
there's to quote, a joke we do on the show sometimes is, "Fire coming from the butthole." Um,
Yeah.
it is certainly that.
Yeah, you'll have to show David and well, hopefully them and a lot of your listeners will
I
tune in for this one because
Oh, there will be a link posted, I assure you. Um,
these are too good not to.
yeah, I'm gonna name this one Herman?
Herman, that actually okay, that goes pretty well. Can you guess where this one's from?
Transylvania?
No, like you're geographically fairly close.
Okay, where from?
So Herman was kind of it was a good name because this is from Graz, Austria. So
Oh,
Graz for our Commonwealth listeners.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a part of
That's
Austria that's kind of near Slovenia. It's like also one of the like I don't know 5 cities in Austria that I've heard of. So
okay, that's fair. I was
strangely,
thinking of the Munsters when I named him Herman, so
oh okay,
I was
okay,
like,
I could
"Hyman, you locked us in the basement again." So,
I could absolutely see that.
yeah.
But yeah, no, Herman fits for an Austrian
Yeah,
uh, panther dragon. I don't know
I
what
mean, I
one.
like him, he also kinda looks like a monster duck
Yeah,
in
it's
a
like I
way.
like him. I just don't want to hang out all the time because he's always
No,
doing the
God,
fire thing.
no, he'd be great at a party after the drinking started,
Yeah, it'd be great going to
but
a party with him, like with new people. Like the fifth
mhm.
time, and he's doing the fire trick again. You're like, all right, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely one of those guys, watch this, you're gonna love this, but you don't wanna see it all the time.
No, and I feel like that might be like his one trick
Yeah,
because he's got. I
and
mean, look, he's got a crown. He's like, oh, I'm the king of shooting fire out my ass.
and
I
you
earned
know,
it.
and that's his weekend gig, that's what he does to live. Like, when he's not doing this, he works at, like, the smokehouse smoking meats,
He's-
and then, like, weekends, he gets to shine.
he ought to work in a kitchen. He can do the work of four,
I
basically.
know, basically, he puts the little stripes on the Burger King hamburgers.
Yes, I have always wondered. Okay, that's Herman's doing.
Mhm, yep,
BK,
Her Herman
have
the
it,
Burger King Panther.
have it Herman's way.
Yes.
Absolutely.
"Hyman, did you finish the hamburgers?" "I'm working on it."
Herman,
I like Herman.
you little scamp.
Yeah, also, I like that this flag has, like, the actual, like, coat of arms thing, the shield on it.
Oh yeah, like the
You
shield
know?
like shape proper.
Yeah, yeah. You got your coat of arms doing double duty, so that's always kind of cool.
Right, right.
I'm also noticing a lot of green in these this time.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the last or 3 of the last 4 anyway.
Yeah, except for quadruple B, they've had some green in them, so that's interesting.
Well, I'm gonna send you one that doesn't have any green, but is striking nonetheless.
I'm excited. Whoa!
This is the next one. This is where I really wanted to get your, your cryptid brain going, I
All
guess.
right, this is without a doubt the most metal flag you've ever shown me.
Fucking cool as hell.
Uh,
Yeah.
this is a tarot beast.
Hmm.
This is the kind of thing like you're getting your tarot read, and somebody flip, flip, flip. I don't know what the fuck that one means, but I'm worried for you. It is a yellow flag, like I don't want to say virulent. It's a real good yellow though. And
Yeah.
there's some bizarre red staff with a collar on it, enchokening a black demon beast.
And chokening?
Enchokening.
Right, just making sure.
Yes. The demon has red horns, a red tongue, red claws on its 2 forepaws, no back legs, some kind of a weird fish tail, and bat wings. And it is badass like the gargoyles on a church.
It really in a very similar way. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it is. And gargoyles were water breathing dragons. I don't know if you knew that originally. So, like, that totally kind of fits.
I did not know that. I
Yeah,
knew
they
that
were
like they
river
doubled as water
dwelling
spouts.
dragons. Yeah. And that's why they had gargoyles on churches, because the water came out of their mouths.
Right. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I didn't know
and
the origin of that.
yeah, I'm just gonna call this one the Tarot Beast because it's badass. Like, I don't know where this is from. It's got an Eastern European feel to it. It's got an Orthodox church feel to it, along with just a hint of Anton LaVey.
I could see that as well. Yeah. Yeah. The
And the
staff,
ring,
everything.
yeah, the staff in the ring also kind of remind me of either, it's like a cross between the Pope and like a Shinto priest from an anime using this staff.
Okay.
I could see. I don't
I
know.
don't
It's
know.
awesome. Like I said, I think this is going to be again Eastern European.
It is. Yeah. I was gonna say it reminds me. I'll drop that info in a second, but it reminds me of Have you seen what's the Matt Groening show? Disenchantment
Yes, it kind of, yeah, the little
of
demon dude.
Lucy a little bit.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the Eric Andre character. And I just noticed too, like when I was looking at it, I assume those 3 things like near the tongue are supposed to be like its other hand is kind of like around the
Yes.
other side, and those are its fingers. But it kind of
Yeah.
looks like it's like vomiting up some like spiked Nerf darts or something too.
Yes. It looks like it's vomiting projectiles, and it's
Yeah.
got a goatee as well. That's just, man.
Right. Yeah. I didn't even like give it credit for that.
Yeah.
So
I want this redrawn, and I want it tattooed on my face.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, you see this giant head right here? This is just a canvas for someone. And this is what's going on that canvas. I
Dude.
will never be hired again.
Yeah. Let them know.
Yeah. So, who has this badass thing?
Well, when they ask what the tattoo on your forehead is, you can tell them it is the flag of Dluha Trebova in Czechia. It's another Czech flag. And
I
you can
feel like I
spell
need to
that
move
for
there.
them. Dlouha, A with a accent mark going up from
Right.
left to right, and then
Mhm.
TR with the V over it, EBOVA, and the A has that same accent. So
Right.
Dluha Trebova. The R with the V
Dluha
over it
Trebova.
is impossible. It is supposed to be a mix of like the R sound in later, so like and a sh, so like or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try that one.
Yeah, Kristoff is going to get a kick out of that,
Yeah.
and probably most of this. Yeah,
I like it.
I had to ask
Like,
what
that
Dluha
is
meant.
it. It means demon stuck on a staff.
That's exactly what it means. And
Yeah.
then Trebovon means, like, kind of in parentheses, ordinary version.
Right. You know, it just dawned on me, this, staff is, in fact, a, religious staff. Like, I have seen archbishops use these.
Yeah, it's got like a leaf and like
Yes.
kind of, yeah,
And
floral-ish.
it's
Not floral, but
Ringgold the demon.
yeah. Yeah, and it is around it. So, and then yeah, Kristoff said it's supposed to be a devil in the form of a dragon,
Yeah.
which, yeah, I mean, that's about how I would pick that. Another word for that,
Definitely.
I guess, demon, kind of, but
It's definitely the most badass thing I've ever seen, and I am sticking with the name the Tarot Beast.
yeah, for good reason, I think.
That would also, like, if a band got on stage with this on the snare drum or the big drum,
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying for the show.
Dude, hell yeah. It almost looks like the number 8 too, like if
It
just the wings at the top were like
does.
closed.
Yeah, it really does. Like Tarot 8 is the name of the band.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I was going to say some band could use that for like their 8th album or the 8th, I don't know. They could have 8 in the name or whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Tarot 8 and we're here to rock your faces off. That kind of band.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
kind where you have to clean up or wear a poncho or something, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it's like going to a Gallagher show
Like
except with
Guar.
big parts.
Oh, idea. Gallagher mixed with GWARlagher.
GWARlagher.
He just smashes because Gallagher too is still alive. His brother Too.
Yes. Yes.
So you could
Yeah.
do a show where it's Gwar is playing and Gallagher too is up there just.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, great. You know, I'm gonna start using that gig as well. I'm gonna be called Gallagher also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's Gallagher 2, Gallagher also, and then my child will follow in my footsteps and be Gallagher as well.
I was just. We were on the exact same wavelength with that one,
Well,
and
that
it took
is
me a second to even get
yeah,
there.
that's fine. It took me a minute too. I love this flag. Like
Yeah,
flat out, this is the most cool flag I've ever seen.
yeah, dude. GWARlagher needs to have
This.
this at all their shows.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got one more to show you before we do the quiz.
Okay.
If I could just, this one doesn't want a copy. I think I had it somewhere else.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's no way I'm skipping this one. This one is just too.
Yeah, this is the one you've been building toward.
I was gonna say I told Kevin before we even started recording. I was like, I've got one to finish on. That last time we finished on Boris Yeltsin in a beaver suit. This time,
Oh, yeah, no, it's got to be up there.
I mean, you name it, but we are finishing on this one.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So it's
If you
wow,
need a minute.
where to start?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like yellow flame on a red background with red flowers in the flame shape. And it is a black bull's head wearing a crown, and it appears to be giving me fuck me eyes.
It is. You're
And
not
it's
imagining
going
that.
with its tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I'm comfortable with the look he's giving me. Like, I need to talk to HR.
Mm-hmm.
And he's definitely, God, he is forward. You are a brazen beast, my friend.
Truly, truly.
Like, Ferdinand would be ashamed of you.
Oh yeah, no.
This is I know this is not the Spanish flag, but like I feel like this could be the Spanish flag.
Yeah, I mean, in another life.
Yeah.
I wish it were.
Yeah.
I wish this were a national flag so bad.
Yeah. In the bad timeline where everyone has goatees, this is the flag of Spain.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
just
man.
like the head pops up. Hello.
And yeah, I mean the red and yellow colors, it all fits.
Yeah. It
Where
also looks like a beer bottle label.
yeah, like the label. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
It
could see
looks
that.
like it looks like the logo for a beer company.
And it's called something irreverent like hung like a bull
Yes.
imperial stout or something.
And yeah.
We're so edgy.
Our
Yeah.
our bull is under arrest for sexual harassment.
This bull is under arrest. Quad. Um,
He just looks at you and goes, "Donde es aquí?"
yeah.
He's so drunk, he has no idea where he is, and he just, "Donde es aquí?" And you look at him and you go, "Aquí is aquí."
So I can tell you, you really want this one to be Spanish. Is that your
I
guess?
know it's yeah, but I know it's not.
I mean,
Eh, oh, man. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. It's Bizarro Spain's flag.
well, I will tell you that when you go to complain to HR about this one, you will be complaining in Russian because this is another Russian flag. Even
Oh
though,
my god.
yeah, I honestly like blank slate. I would have said something in Spain too. The bull, the
Sure, yeah.
colors, the crown, uh, all that. But nope, this is Siaskilovskoye, which is like a tiny rural settlement in the Leningrad region. So tiny, I don't know how many inhabitants it has. It may be
Yeah,
fewer than 70 because that one town had 70 and it's got a wiki page. So
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, that tracks because this looks like the flag of a place whose biggest export is dash cam videos.
maybe this was the last thing one of the dash cams recorded. They ran
Yep,
into it is a small rural settlement. A bull was crossing the road.
mhm,
Last
yep.
thing the camera ever saw was
Gulliver here. Just Gulliver giving you those eyes.
yeah. When you first started saying it looks like a beer label, I
Uh-huh.
thought you were gonna say that the neck of it looks like a beer, like a bottle cap.
It does, in fact, look like an old school bottle cap.
It does got that kind of like once it's popped, it's flayed out a little more
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
look to it, like on the glass bottles.
Yeah. No, I can see that. I also kinda wish this was, like, on top of a cork in a whiskey bottle.
Oh yeah, yeah, I could see that too.
Like this cow,
Holy
Gulliver the
cow.
cow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Gulliver's stout. Yeah.
um I
He's just so brazen.
my favorite part about this one is the fact that it's not um symmetric either, like
Yes.
symmetrical along the like vertical axis.
Yeah.
Somebody took the time to draw, like, the eyes are different, the
Mhm.
eyebrows, like that's why it looks like he's giving you that wink wink
Mhm.
look, is because he really is. The nostrils are different, the lines on the ear, like,
Yeah.
as an artist, I mean, you can see what they did
Everything
here.
about this is hand drawn. This is and he's got such Pepe Le Pew vibes.
Mhm. Little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
more than a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Russian for Pepe or Le Pew.
Ah. The
We do need to name this one, though. It doesn't have to be based on that,
oh,
but
it's Gulliver.
Gulliver?
Yeah. This is Gulliver.
I almost feel like it's like a Pokemon where it says its name. I can see him saying like Gulliver as he licks you.
Gulliver.
Gulliver, Gulliver.
Gulliver.
This little freak.
That or Piter.
Piter.
You wanna go with Piter instead?
Oh, it's just a Southern person saying Peter. Yeah,
Piter.
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 I like Gulliver.
Okay,
I
Gulliver
like.
then. Gulliver the Brazen Bull.
See, I'm gonna have to put them in like show notes and stuff, and Gulliver is gonna be easier to transcribe than Piter
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah,
That
yeah.
face.
He's
God,
based
that
on.
face is haunting.
I know. He's based on the coat of arms of the Duke of Mecklenburg-Strelitz, whose estate was located there.
Okay.
I know that doesn't really mean too much.
It
I
means that face was on that man.
probably he could have had a mask with that
Ooh.
on it.
Oh, that was his war helm.
Oh, even better. Because I was thinking
Yeah.
like a horror movie or something. Yours is
Yeah.
more
I mean, it
realistic.
might have been like an actual cow head for all I know. He just like put it on his head and ran around with his face in the neck with a couple of eye holes like a Disney character.
Yeah, it could have been. I did not look up. I found like stuff on Mecklenburg, Pomerania, which I had heard of in the past, and I think
Okay.
it does have this cow on the arms, like in two of the quarters or whatever, making the same goofy face. So
Okay.
it's historical to that region, which, like I said, it's near St. Petersburg. It's like used to be part of, I think, Poland or Poland, Lithuania,
Okay.
somewhere in there. So I would guess the cow probably comes from like Lithuanian. I'm just
Right.
talking out of my ass at this point, though.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna say that, like, all of the animals we've seen on these flags so far have had
Rough lives.
attitude,
Oh.
but this guy has character. You know what he's up to. You know what he
Character.
does on Saturdays. You know where he's at.
Exactly. He's
He's
not
on
here
it.
for your bullshit.
Exactly. He's here for his own bullshit.
He's got plenty
You're
of his
cleaning
own.
it up.
That face does say, "Hey, it's me. I'm back on my bullshit."
Yeah. No, it's like you threw me out last week and I'm back. What are you gonna do about it?
All right. I think that's a perfect place to wrap up the main part of the show. I have got a little quiz on
Ooh.
your favorite flag that we're gonna do that, and then do our end credits and then wrap up from there. But
All right. This has been fun. I love doing these.
I love having you on. These are a lot of fun to do.
Well, thank you.
Let me make sure I've got. Okay, so I keep saying I'm going to cut this quiz intro music down, and I have not yet. So here's the whole quiz intro song. Hopefully you can hear it. We've got questions and answers, and if you know the answers, go ahead and say the answers, and I will be content. I will be content. I'm going to cut that last part off. But anyway, and then I go, quiz time. Yeah.
I like it.
Insert graphic.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the quiz intro music, but there's much more heart-pounding music to keep the pressure on while we're going. So Kevin, are you ready for this not at all last-minute thought-out 8-question quiz on the Canadian flag?
I'm going to fail, but let's do it.
It might be obvious which questions I wrote last minute and which ones I didn't, but anyway. Question 1. Question 1. What are the two main colors of the Canadian flag?
Goddamn. Okay, yeah, red and white.
Correct. What is the symbol in the middle?
That will be a maple leaf.
That is correct. Can you tell me what the design of the flag is called, where the hoist and fly side are each a quarter and the middle is half? Do you want
really
multiple?
Neat.
Really neat?
Yeah.
I can accept that. I can accept that. It is called really neat, and I didn't give you options.
Okay.
It's also called a Canadian Pale.
Oh, a Canadian Pale.
Which sounds like a ale or a lager or something.
It really does. A Canadian Pale Ale.
All right. Next one is a multiple choice. Can you tell me when it was adopted? Was it 1946, 1965, or 1980?
What was the first one again?
1946, 65, or 80?
Gonna go 46.
It was 1965.
Okay, that is not nearly long ago as I thought.
I know, right? Part of why I put that one in there at all.
No, it's interesting. I mean, I learned something.
All right. Yeah, that's what this whole show is for, to learn.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's edutainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What is the English nickname for the flag? Is it the red and white, the maple leaf, or Ol' Mapley?
I'm gonna go with red and white.
It is actually the maple leaf.
Okay. I knew it wasn't Old Mapley.
Correct. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
I
We
mean,
should
it could
start
be.
a
That
petition.
would be our name for it.
Exactly. Dave Ross
Right.
renamed the U.S. one to Ol' Flappy, so.
That is the best name for a flag,
Yeah.
by the way.
All right, this one's a little bit harder.
Okay.
What is the French nickname for it? Is it Le Maplois? Is it l'Unifolier? Or is it Le Rouge et Blanc?
I'm gonna go with that third one.
So you guessed the red and white twice, and it was that neither time.
Dang, I am doing so good today.
It's okay, man. These are not meant to be ace.
Yeah, no.
All right, question 7.
Yeah.
What is 13 times 13?
Oh my God, you would ask. I went to Jackson Public Schools. I don't know math. 6 billion.
Yep.
Okay. What is it really?
Oh, it's 169.
Okay.
What is, or 6 billion, I would take that. What, number 8, final question.
Okay.
The Canadian, this is also a multiple choice. So the Canadian flag's usage has A, laws, B, rules, C, regulations, or D, none of the above.
Gotta go with none of the above.
Ding, ding, ding. It is, in fact, none of the above. It has suggestions, which is the most Canadian.
Yes. I actually knew this from the kids in the hall.
Yeah, basically.
Scott Thompson blew his nose with the flag one time on the show. I was like, oh, they obviously have no rules.
Right, right. They don't have to go out back and burn it or anything like that.
We suggest you do not wipe your butt with the flag. We also suggest you do not eat from the flag.
Yeah, well, that's the hard part, though, right? Because it makes you hungry for breakfast, and you can't.
It does.
All right, so grading you did incredibly well on that. That was an A+++, which stands for arbitrary plus.
Yes, A standing for whatever.
Very well. You get a little bit of this action. I'll give you one of these. This whole thing, though, 36 seconds, so you're not getting all of that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I may have one for myself.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, man.
Dueling podcast sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all bad.
Nah.
All right. So we have come to the part where we wind this thing down. So, Kevin, we've talked a lot about, weird critters. One could maybe call them cryptids. So
I would call them Vexi-Cryptids.
Vexi-Cryptids. Perfect. That's our perfect intersection.
Yeah. I like this idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell folks where they can find Supernatural Selection, like listen to it, all that good stuff.
All right. You can find everything you need to know about the show at supernatpod.rocks. We have a contact form where you can submit topics or ask us questions. We have a Discord, which you can find at supernatpod.rocks/Discord. supernatpod.rocks/Patreon if you want to join our Patreon, get early episodes. We're going to start recording bonus stuff again now that I'm getting over this cold. And, of course, if you want to find us on social, it's a little strange now. We don't do Twitter. We are on Mastodon. You can find us at supernatpod at horrorhub.club. So you can follow us from any Mastodon instance there. And you can find me personally at Kotaotan, KOTAOTAN, at retro.pizza.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, best instance ever.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And are you guys still doing the thing where people can submit like their personal stories and get a chance to come on and tell them? And
Yes, we have been a little lax with that. Somebody sent us one back before I went in the hospital last time,
Mhm.
and well, you know how that goes.
Sure, yeah.
But yes, if you've got anything you want to talk about on the show or just have us read on the show, you can submit it via the forum or join us on our Discord, and we'll definitely talk about it.
Awesome. Yeah, I have been on for one episode. It was so much fun. Loved hanging out with you
It was
guys.
great. It was a blast.
Go check that one out. It's one of the Weekend Weird episodes. Couldn't tell you what the date was, but it's one of them.
You'll
And
see his
check them all
name
out.
in there. So
Yeah. You
yeah,
search by that. And then listeners know pretty much where to find us. If it has an @ sign, we are probably at flagged the number 4 content. If it's YouTube, it is all spelled out. We have a subreddit. I don't really talk about that much. Mostly right now, it's just me kind of posting the episodes as they drop. There's only like 5 people in there. I think
yeah,
it's kind of a less just I'm going to call it that, a less version of our Discord. But yeah, join both. We have a link tree that y'all can check out from pretty much any of our socials as well.
yeah.
So yeah, I can't, I don't remember where I put my notes to close the show, to be honest. Um, Kevin, do you have anything you could maybe help me with as far as closing this out?
Like a pithy little saying to close out the show with, like
For example,
for example, like say, watch out for snakes.
something like that. Watch out for snakes, folks. You heard it here. Probably not first.
Yeah,
Kevin,
watch
this
out
has
for
been a lot of
snakes.
fun.
Yeah, thanks, man. I really enjoyed being on the show.
Yeah, man. We'll have to do this again for a third time.
Yes,
Very soon.
and we will definitely have you back on Supernat Pod soon.
Right on. And until then, this episode has been flagged for content. Thanks for listening. Watch out for snakes. Flagged for Content is a Flags for Good podcast. Go to flagsforgood.com for more info.